Hello everybody, salut! My name is Mary McCown and I'm the author of Wigglesworth in Lutinland. Thank you for joining us for pajamas and story time and hot chocolate. I'm here tonight with Wigglesworth. Say hi, Wigglesworth.
Hello.
And Poppy. Say hi.
Hello.
And my son, Johan. Can you say hi, Johan?
Hi.
And we're going to read just a little bit tonight to give you a little idea of the story and introduce you to the world of Wigglesworth in Lutinland. By the way, my book is illustrated by Madison Bedwell. Illustrated, what does that mean? That means Madison Bedwell made all the beautiful drawings. And the first picture we're going to look at is at the beginning of the book, the prologue. That is a map. Look closely at the map. It's the map of University of Nicholas, UN. That's where Wigglesworth and Poppy go to school to learn how to be the best stealth elves they can be. All right, are you ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
All right, the prologue. That's the very beginning of the story. Prologue gives you a little bit of information about what might happen in the story. But we don't talk about Wigglesworth just yet. An operation so shrouded in mystery, it's little wonder few people know that Santa Claus makes 2 trips around the globe each year, journeying more than 48,000 miles annually. Everyone knows about present delivery on Christmas Eve, but what about this other covert mission? The last Thursday of each November, which happens to fall on American Thanksgiving, is almost as busy as Christmas Eve for Santa and his helpers. At midnight, Santa and his team of elite elves depart for a top secret mission, the largest, albeit the only, international elf airdrop. The surveillance elf team, also known as the Set, is a highly trained troupe of stealthy elves sent south for one last confirmation, the final check of the naughty or hopefully nice list. This sophisticated team of elves undergoes intense training. The UN, the University Nicholas, which we saw the map of, the UN operates more than 100 training facilities based on culture, language, and tradition of countries worldwide. For instance, the Lapland Training Center welcomes all the elves that are sent off to English-speaking countries in Europe. The Centre de Formation du Pôle Nord trains French stealth elves, and Spanish-speaking children can expect to have a surveillance elf that has been trained at the Entrenamiento Secreto del Polo Norte. I don't speak Spanish. Once assigned to a family, a surveillance elf becomes part of that family and is deeply devoted to that child. Now, this loyalty must balance with the duties of the elves. No elf shall ever look the other way in regards to poor behavior. All elves want to be assigned to this dream team, but the lifelong rigorous training is not for all. Recruitment starts in early August, with classes beginning in September, of course. Many elves sign up, but few make the cut. Statistically, 1 out of every 10 applicants is accepted, and 6 out of 10 hopefuls are assigned to letter sorting. 3 out of 10 go into air traffic control. Now, the next page is a beautiful picture of Santa. You see in the picture, this is something that Madison, my illustrator, created. He's pointing because he wants to recruit elves, and it says, the Set wants you. Live the dream, live the adventure. Apply at the University of Nicholas today. Are you a stealthy strong elf? Live the dream, live the adventure. Applications are accepted by mail. University Nicholas, 25 Sleigh Way, North Pole, North Pole. Ho, ho, ho. That's the postal code. H-O-H-O-H-O. The set wants you. Now, the training curriculum includes such important classes as recipe monitoring class, camouflaging, stealth mode, and regional colloquial slang versus cussing. Because it would be bad to cuss, wouldn't it, Johan? The elves need to know if somebody says a bad word. Yes, Johan?
Can you see the pictures?
Yes. Now that is the end of the prologue. We can move on to chapter 1. If you see, we'll just read a little bit of chapter 1 because probably lots of kids need to go to bed. But if you look at the picture of chapter 1, that is what an elf classroom looks like. There is somebody hanging upside down near the window, and I hope he doesn't get into too much trouble. And you'll see the professor is working at the chalkboard teaching a class, and it looks like it says Santa's favorite cookies. This must be a recipe monitoring class. Chapter 1, where is Wigglesworth? Inside the North Polar Academy, a mouth-watering aroma of maple berry oatmeal wafted distracted hungry elves from the paramount task that awaited the surveillance team. They would have to put their hunger aside for this hour-long mid-morning class. Elf Boodlewarp, called Professor Twinkle. Present, came a monotone reply from the back of the class. Elf Candlestick, continued the professor. Present, answered a similarly monotone voice from the other side of the classroom. The roll call continued from Elf Diggory-Doo through Elf Shoopy, each name followed by the same professionally monotone response. Present, 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 present. Elf Wigglesworth. Nothing. Elf Wigglesworth? An awkward silence passed. Has anyone seen Elf Wigglesworth? Asked Professor Twinkle. One small voice rose from the back of the classroom. Professor Twinkle, I think Elf Wigglesworth went to the garage to see the new sled. Feeling personally liable, Poppy added quickly, I told him not to go. I told him not to ditch class again. But did he listen? Does he ever listen? Professor Twinkle slid his gaze slowly from Elf Poppy to the huge windows that ran along the bluish-white walls of the North Pole Covert Training Academy. Where are you, Wigglesworth? Professor Twinkle whispered to himself. Clammy shoe soles, Wigglesworth, where are you? The professor cursed, which he almost never did. I think that might be enough tonight because I bet there's some cozy kids in their pajamas that may need to go brush their teeth and go to bed. I know of at least one who's time to close their book, brush their teeth, and go to bed. Thank you for joining us for our reading of Wigglesworth in Lutinland. Don't forget to put on your pajamas next Friday. Grab a warm, cozy drink, a blanket, a stuffy, and join us at 7:30 next Friday for a little bit more of Wigglesworth in Lutinland. Bye! Good night!